What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, you've been missing a ton, and I mean a ton, on this channel. We're using Cherrim once again to Groudon Cherrim, Yveltal, Tapu Koko, Stack Attack, and Incineroar. And let me just say that there is a QR code of this team, even though that originally I was going to do the Lyco thing, but then I decided it's a Cherrim. It's been doing really well. Even off camera I've been testing this team. This team has actually been insane. It's actually doing like so well. I think like I've only dropped like 2 games in total with this team out of the 20 plus games. Like this team's actually really fun and it's really good. Like I'm enjoying this team a lot, which is surprising. But yeah, so there's a QR code down below in the description if you do want to try it out. But I would really appreciate it if we can hit that like goal 175 for all the episodes with this team anyway, because I think this team is just incredible and I really feel like the viewers should try this team because it's a lot of fun. Let's just get started though. We got Groudon Cherrim, Yveltal, the Tapu Koko, Stack Attack, and Incineroar back at it once again for some more games. Let's see how this is gonna go. I am really enjoying the Cherrim. As I said, I've been playing a few games off camera with this team. It's super fun. It's super fun. It's really enjoyable to use, and it's making me love playing right now. It's actually making me love playing right now. The damage has been insane. The flower gift combination has been so clutch. Like so clutch. Like if I have Cherrim next to Groudon and the Incineroar comes in, I still blow back the Incineroar with Precipice Blades. It's that insane. Of course I have maybe faced like I think I've only faced one Incineroar that has a little like a Precipice Blades after the flower gift, even through Intimidate. But yeah, we have a Kyogre Xerneas, very hard matchup to start off with Incineroar, Ludicolo, Tapu Koko, and the Crobat. Okay, tough matchup. I think Stack Attack plus Incineroar is not a bad lead here, as always, what I normally do. Like, I still think that Xerneas plus Kyogre is the toughest matchup for this team. It's kind of weird, because for some reason, like, normally I don't face a lot of Xerneas Kyogre, but recently I have been facing a lot, so I don't know if it's making a resurgence. I still think they're a really good legendary combination though. I don't want to bring Koko. Koko could be good though, but I think I still go Cherrim and Groudon. I think those are still the Pokemon that I do want to bring in this matchup because I think it's really effective no matter what. So let's see what my opponent's going to decide to bring here. I think it's going to be, I don't know, I feel like if you're my opponent's team, you don't really need to bring the Crobat because I don't think Crobat does much other than maybe a taunt. I don't think you're going to Tailwind with. You could bring Tailwind, I guess. Like, you could use it for Tailwind, but I feel like Ludicolo, Kyogre, Xerneas, and Incineroar are better, but Tapu Koko is going to be revealed here. Okay. I do reveal my Incineroar plus my Stack Attacker right away. I mean, I could realistically just fake out the Tapu Koko, attempt to go for Gyro Ball immediately. Of course, there could be a Protect, switch on to Incin. I really do like the Trick Room option though, because there's not much stopping me from getting up a Trick Room. Unless this Xerneas is like a Focus Blast or HP Ground set. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Trick Room right here. And fake out the Tapu Koko because I don't want like Taunt coming out, which is probably the only thing that can stop my Stack Attack at this point. We're gonna see the Xerneas retreat, which is fine too. We're gonna see the Incineroar on my opponent's side come out. Okay. Which is alright here. Don't mind that at all, as Intimidate gonna go off into my team. And we will get a fake out into Tapu Koko because there's no point of going for like Roar, Gyro Ball into that combination because Xerneas could easily protect or switch out. So yeah, this works out in my favor. I break a potential Focus Sash on the Tapu Koko if it is Focus Sash. And right now I can just go straight for damage. Even if you fake out, like I'm getting a bunch of damage off here. I think I'll just go for the Flare Blitz and Gyro Ball into the Tapu Koko. I'll go aggressive here because again, I do have Heal Pulse on Cherrim, so I could always Heal Pulse my Mons back up if they get a bit too low for my liking. And I do want to use my turn to trick them wisely here, as we're going to see a Tapu Koko retreat Kyogre. Yeah, it goes hard into Kyogre. Okay. Which I don't really mind too much. Yeah, I really don't mind that too much, as we'll see what my opponent decides to do. Maybe just knock off my Stack Attack. I don't think Fake Out's coming out, but we are going to see a Fake Out into the Stack. Okay. Just didn't want to take the Gyro Ball damage, I guess. We will get a little bit of chip, and I mean a very little bit of chip into the Kyogre slot. Yeah, so chip, not really that helpful. There are two plays I can see my opponent doing. If you have U-turn, you could U-turn, switch out your Kyogre so you have Groudon momentum. But I think right here what I want to do is double out into the Groudon for Stacka and go out into the Cherrim for Incineroar. I do want the boost. I can start going for Helping Hand Precipice Blades, which will do a ton of damage to my opponent's team. So I think that is the play I want to make because I do want the aggressive momentum since I do have Trick Room up and I'm wasting my turns right now. So yeah, we'll go for this play. I don't think you're Flare Blitzing the Incineroar. At worst case, you're going for the U-turn, switching out Kyogre. Not sure if you're switching out Kyogre. We'll find out here this turn. If you do switch out Kyogre, it is a little bit concerning, but it's not the worst, I guess. You U-turn, but no switch out from the Kyogre. U-turn into the Cherrim. Okay. I can Helping Hand Precipice Blades. And Kyogre, I'm guessing, goes for Origin Pulse or Water Spouts. Definitely one of those two. I'm not sure if you Scald immediately. Xerneas going to come out, which is fine too. And a Fairy Aura. Yep. Scald. Okay. Oh, please, just that doesn't do anything. That hurts. That really hurts. Groudon's my main damage output against my opponent's team. That actually absolutely sucks. That's not good. We'll go for damage here, but you're gonna sack your Incineroar, I think, or your Coco. Yeah. That's so frustrating. You had to have Scald and you scalded immediately. Alright. We'll go for Helping Hand, we'll go for Blades. I'll live a Moonblast with Cherrim if Xerneas decides to attack. It goes for Protect, which is fine. Oh man, that sucks. I should still be able to knock out Incineroar, I think. Because even if we're Intimidated too, plus the burn. I don't think Helping Hand will negate that. Yeah, it doesn't. It looks like it's a solid vest on the Incineroar. Oh man. We'll go for Blades here. We'll switch out into Last Start Trick Room too. Maybe I should double switch. I think double switch is better here. Get Trick Room back up. Because Trick Room's useful because I don't get swept by Scarf Ogre. I would have been able to knock out the Incineroar there, force Kyogre potentially in. I could have been able to get the Grass Knot off. I could have had a lot of momentum. Unfortunately, the burn really screws up my plans now. And Groudon can no longer sweep as it could have. Because it was going to do a lot of damage to my opponent's team. Now I'm in a really rough spot. Yeah, my opponent just not going to give me momentum, so he's going to U-turn into my Incineroar. And probably just bring out your Kyogre here. Yeah, there's no reason not to bring a Kyogre if you're my opponent. Ooh. Yeah, that's really frustrating. And I wasn't gonna Blades there. There's no reason to Blades there. And my opponent can afford to make the plays because Groudon was basically worthless. We should see Geo, yeah. Okay, not the worst situation. I can fake out the Kyogre, go for Trick Room. Or I could Gyro Ball immediately. I could Gyro Ball it immediately because if I Gyro Ball immediately... Because I feel like if anything, your Xerneas is just going to Moonblast here. I feel like you should switch on to Incin though. You have Coco in the back too. No, I want Stacka under Trick Room if I want to sweep this game. And yeah, we'll fake out the Kyogre, even though it's probably switching on to Incin. I can't afford a Water Spout into Stacka, like I absolutely cannot. Oh, you stay in, okay. Well, that gives me something. Moonblast's gonna come out into my Stacka, so that's gonna do a good amount. Yikes, that does a lot. Trick Room goes up. I wish I had knockoff, but I don't have knockoff. We'll go for the Protect with Staka, and I think we're going to sack Incineroar right here. We're going to go for the U-turn. Into the Kyogre, if he decides to stay in. I think I'm going to sack Groudon here. Try to get some momentum with my Cherrim with that one turn and heal pulse my Staka. Because Staka can win this game. I think Staka can win this. It's going to be extremely tough, though. I'm going to need a lot of chip into the Kyogre or a position where I can just knock out the Kyogre. We're going to see the Instant come out. I don't know if that means the Xerneas is going to protect or not. Well, at least I put the Instant range in guaranteed Rock Slide range, which is not bad. We'll protect. And U-turn. It should be Assault Vest Instant. Yeah. So that means it probably has attack investment. We'll go out into Groudon here, I think. And I'm going to try to knock out this Instant. I'm going to try to knock out this Instant. So I have... As you're going to Gleam, okay. Which I might live, which actually kind of sucks for me, I think. No, I do go down perfect. Okay. Not the worst case, because I'm trying to figure out... I could go out on my own Instant. I'm in speed. But Xerneas probably lives. It's probably bulky Xerneas. Ooh. I could go... I think I'm going to try to go my own Instant, though. I'll go my own Instant. Fake out Xerneas, click Rock Slide, attempt for damage. The problem is I just don't know how I'm going to beat the Kyogre at this point. So I'm going to fake out the Xerneas and go for the Rock Slide. But even if I do that, I just don't see how I beat the Kyogre at this point. Yeah, I don't see how I beat Kyogre at this point, actually, with my play. And you're going to switch hard into Kyogre. And probably protect Xerneas. And then you could just switch out back into Instant if you really want to. I'm going to probably need some Rock Slide flinches. I'm probably going to need a lot of Rock Slide flinches. Yep, Xerneas could protect. I could have roared there, I guess. But I wasn't sure what play my opponent would make. Because Gyro Ball at a -1 usually doesn't KO Xerneas, which is why I made the play. But then again, I am Brave Nature, so maybe I should have just went for it. Rock Slide. Damage in the Kyogre. I need flinches. Like, I need major flinches in the comeback. We'll roar out the Xerneas. Like, I need a flinch on Kyogre. I need a flinch on Kyogre if I want to get back in this game. Or you can... Or I just need to flinch the Xerneas once. So if I get the flinch on Xerneas, that's amazing. Alright, so Incineroar going to come out for my opponent. And I didn't get to get a heal pulse once with Cherrim. Rock Slide. I do connect, so I'll knock out Instant. And if I flinch to Xerneas, I get to roar it out, which means it's no longer boosted, which is great. Well, it's still problematic. That's better than nothing, I guess. Maybe I should have went for the Gyro Ball crit. And no. That's how I'm going to finish off my Staka. Yeah, that's game. Oh, that burn on Groudon was so big because I didn't have to sack Groudon at all. We'll roar out the Xerneas. But yeah, this was just a losing case. I couldn't really do anything once Groudon got burnt because I guess I could have found positions for Staka, but the problem is my opponent could just play super defensive, and even if I capitalize off, I don't feel like that helps me as much. So we'll bring out the Cherrim. I don't think Cherrim's gonna like beat a Clutchmon, but I mean, yeah, because even if Xerneas wasn't boosted, I needed a flinch for a chance, but I needed to flinch for a chance because I needed Staka still alive, because Staka was a way I could have won the game. Do I have a shot? No, I don't. Let's just see how much damage I guess Grass Knot does to Xerneas. There's no point of playing this anymore, but yeah, super unfortunate turn one, but not much I could do. We'll Flare Blitz to top of Coco. We'll just see how much damage these do, because I want to see for a reference. But This does 20. Grass Knot to Xerneas. Gets a crit, so I can't even confirm the immediate damage, but it looks like it would have done 35. Moonblast into Cherrim. We'll be able to knock out Cherrim. I only EV'd Cherrim to survive +2 Moonblast in Sun. So yeah, otherwise the stats is pretty poor. Yeah, not much I can do there. Unfortunate. I mean, yeah, I shouldn't complain too much about a Scald Burn immediately, but yeah, that was just like that just put me in a super rough position regardless. I think without the burn, like, Groudon could have wreaked havoc. Like, I wouldn't have to had sack it early on. I could have had a lot of momentum. Because Groudon, pretty much as you saw, like, pressured my opponent's entire team. I also didn't think my opponent would go for Scald immediately. Maybe try to go for a Water Spell, because Gyro Ball doesn't really do too much to Kyogre, especially since I was intimidated. I guess maybe worried about a knockoff, but I don't have a knockoff, so yeah. Unfortunate, but that's how the game goes sometimes. I'm trying to think. Could I have gotten into a position where I could have heal pulsed my stack at all? The problem was no, I don't think I could have, because you cover all the options with Gleam. Maybe what I should have done was switch out my Instant. Well, I still have to rely on a flinch at that point, because I was thinking maybe I switch out Instant instead of the turn I roared into Cherrim and heal pulse, but I don't think that works. Our opponent with Xerneas, Lunala, Incineroar, Ludicolo, Metagross on top of Coco. Metagross is interesting there. How do you beat Ho-Oh? I guess you got Coco. Let's see. Yveltal's decent here. But really, I could just go stack. I think I just go the same 4 as I did normally. Look at his ground resist. Ludicolo, that's it. Otherwise, Precipice Blaze does a good amount of damage to everything. I think I just lead stack Taka plus Incineroar. Groudon Cherrim. At least I don't have to play a Weather War and there's no Kyogre, so that's super helpful. Yet I'm still not sure. What are you gonna bring if you're my opponent? Xerneas, Lunala. Not sure if you're gonna bring Metagross. I think Incineroar and Ludicolo. I don't know if you bring Coco. I don't think Coco's that good. We'll find out. I don't think Coco's good in this matchup, and I don't think Yveltal only really helps with the Lunala, and I don't think I'm gonna have too much trouble with Lunala. So we'll see how this goes. Cause I just don't see the issue with Lunala. I mean, yeah, it's specs, it can do a lot of damage, but otherwise, I'm not sure. Against the Yveltal team, it's strange to bring it. You're gonna lead your Xerneas plus Incineroar. I'll always make the same turn 1 play, regardless. Although this time I could actually just fake out Trick Room. But the problem is, if Xerneas doubles out, I guess that's a bit annoying. Like, doubles out into maybe like Lunala. Maybe I just exchange fake outs here, because what do I lose by exchanging fake outs? I don't think I lose anything by exchanging fake outs. Maybe if Xerneas switches. I don't think I lose anything otherwise. And even if I roar, like, it doesn't really help me either. So yeah, I'll just Trick Room here and fake out the Xerneas. I don't think I lose anything. Like, normally I just roar immediately, but at this point, I just feel like if I roar into something more threatening than Xerneas on the field, like if it's Ludicolo or the Lunala on the back, I feel like I'd rather keep Xerneas on the field. And my opponent's not going to get boosted. Even if it boosts this turn, like, I get Trick Room up. So, yeah, I think this is fine. We're going to see the fake out. We're probably training fake outs here. It goes into Staka, which is okay. Looks like my opponent's inclined to stay in. I mean, I'm still going to attempt to go for Trick Room, and I will go for a Roar now, since it looks like my opponent is inclined to stay in with Xerneas. I feel like you could have easily went like Lunala, for instance, but I'm guessing you don't have Lunala now. I'll just go for the Roar and Xerneas. You should Moonblast, and I don't know what you do in Incineroar. You could have Roar, I guess, on the Incineroar. Maybe what you're attempting to do here is now go for the Roar. I guess Taunt would be pretty bad, but you can only taunt one of my Pokemon. I'm gonna see Xerneas Protect, which is fine. Fighting type move won't knock out Stack Attack either. Goes for the knockoff. Okay, so gonna get rid of my item, but Safety Goggles doesn't play too big of a role in this game. We'll roar out the Xerneas, so we'll find out what my opponent has in the back potentially. Ludicolo? Lunala. Okay, that's a Pokemon that's super scary to deal with. We'll trick him here. Do you want to lose your item though? Well, you know I probably don't have knockoff now. I reveal, unless you think I don't have U-turn. I think I get Groudon out here, and I click Rock Slide because I break the Shadow Shield. Yeah, I'm gonna U-turn the Lunala and go for the Rock Slide. Because I'm gonna try to break the Shadow Shield. Actually, there's no point in U-turn the Lunala. Stack Attack goes first. I should U-turn the Incineroar. Oh well. I'll just Rock Slide here and U-turn because I want to get Groudon in, and Groudon next to Cherrim can start going for Precipice Blades immediately, which I really like here. Unless this Lunala is a support variant. We'll find out after this turn if it's a support variant, but right now I'm liking my position a decent amount. And my opponent doesn't really have good answers to Incineroar still. I guess U-turn in the Lunala is fine though, because if I missed Rock Slide in Lunala, I wouldn't have broken the Shadow Shield, so I guess it works out no matter what. U-turn. Yeah, and it's neutral anyway. So we'll get out Groudon now, because I don't think you're turning down the Incineroar slot unless you're going for a U-turn or Focus Blast immediately, but I don't think you Focus Blast immediately. Bring out the Groudon. And we'll see what my opponent decides to do. Knock off into probably my Groudon slot. Okay. Get rid of my berry, and Lunala flinches. Okay, that's not bad. For me. I can go for Gyro Ball and Precipice Blades here. I don't see something that's stopping me. I could go for Swords Dance, but if I can get damage on Lunala, I feel like that's better than getting a Swords Dance up. So yeah, I'll just keep going for Blades and a Gyro Ball here for damage. Stack Attack is also really healthy, which is nice. I don't get to find out the Lunala set, which is a little bit frustrating because if it does reveal Wide Guard, it could be, I guess, troublesome. But yeah, we'll just go for a Gyro Ball here and Precipice Blades. It could have been really unfortunate for my opponent though, because if it was Specs and went for a Moongeist Beam, like that could have been a lot of damage to my Stack Attacker right there. We'll go for the Gyro Ball. I don't want to switch into Cherrim because of the fact you could like go for Flare Blitz into my Stack Attacker, but you're just gonna U-turn out, which is okay. We'll find out what comes out. Probably the last Pokemon. I'm guessing Xerneas should be preserved. We'll find out what the last Pokemon is, I guess. Tapu Koko. Okay, so either sacking your Tapu Koko or it's Focus Sash. Maybe I should have Fire Punch, but Precipice Blaze just puts on so much pressure immediately. I think it's better. Speaking of that, it keeps missing. Unfortunate. Precipice Blaze does come out on Tapu Koko. It is Focus Sash, okay. And we'll find out what this Lunala set is. Moongeist Beam. If it specs and targets my Groudon, I don't know. Will I live? The target Stack it down. That is not specs. I can tell you that much. Is there a reason not to just go for Gyro Ball on the Lunala and Fire Punch to Tapu Koko? Because I don't want to risk missing. Because I do expect a Wide Guard now. This is support Lunala, okay. Tapu Koko gonna protect. Will Lunala reveal protect as well? No, it doesn't. So I do get a Gyro Ball off. We will be able to knock out the Lunala here, which is pretty good. Okay, not too bad of a few turns. I didn't get to roar the Xerneas though, so it still has the option to Geomancy. Fire Punch into Koko. What's coming out? If it's Xerneas, I'm okay with that. Yeah, if it's Xerneas, I'm okay with that. If it's Incineroar, I click Blaze plus Rock Slide, I think. Or I click Blaze plus Gyro Ball into Tapu Koko. Xerneas is going to come out. Do I keep Tapu Koko alive? The problem is Xerneas is going to get boosted. I think I go Cherrim here and I just click Blades. Groudon wasn't intimidated, right? No, it wasn't. So damage wise it's gonna be good. I just don't know if you're gonna sack Tapu Koko here, or just so you can't get roared out in the future, or you're just gonna switch on your instant and get the Intimidate off. You could realistically protect Xerneas here too, which is kind of what I'm expecting. So I think I'm just gonna go for the blades. Yeah, I'll just go for the blades right here. So we'll see what my opponent does. I will go Cherrim here. Get the flower gift up. Okay, looks like you're sacking Tapu Koko here, which is fine for me. Yeah, so you don't get roared. I like that play, but I'm okay with it. Blades will knock out the Tapu Koko there. The Incineroar is in range of Blades, even with the -1. We do have the Flower Gift, as well as the fact it took Chip already. We'll go for Heal Pulse. He has the Geo. Like, he has the Geo. I could go Stacka here. What's wrong with me going Stacka and Heal Pulsing it? Because he has to fake out Groudon here. Yeah, I think you have to go. I think you have to fake out Groudon. Because you don't want to lose your Incineroar immediately. And I don't think you're faking out the Cherrim, because who fakes out a Cherrim? So we'll go Stacka. Fake out. Yeah. Into Stacka. Geomancy gonna come out. Okay, this is the perfect position I wanted. Alright. I also could have just heal pulsed my Groudon, but I think this works out better. Because one, I'll have Sun is gonna wear out soon. So once Sun wears out, I can just stack my Groudon to like a Moonblast or something. Like this boost on Stacka is gonna be so big. Here comes the heal pulse. And we still have a special defense boost, so we're gonna live any attack. Oh, Sunlight fades. Not good. I mean, you're gonna Gleam here, or you're gonna Moonblast. I'm just gonna go Instant. Yeah, what's stopping me from going Instant? Because I don't mind if I lose Instant here, because I just get a free switch into Groudon, and I get to click Blades and Gyro Ball, because he can only knock out one. And then I KO the other, and then I can win with Cherrim plus whatever my last mon is. So yeah, I like this. Assuming I hit Blades. Let's see, we'll bring the Protect here, let's see. And I live +2 Moonblast from Xerneas into the Cherrim slot, but you're not gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for Flare Blitz. Into the Cherrim slot, which I don't mind. I think I just fake out and Trick Room. Or do I just Gyro Ball? Because I realistically don't expect you to protect here with Xerneas. I think you protect the following turn. But, I mean, a better win con is getting the Trick Room up, so I might as well just go for Trick Room. Yeah, you don't protect, so I could just Gyro Ball. I think you're going to try to burn now. Flare Blitz into my Stacka. Doesn't get the burn, which is good. We will trick him up. And might as well just U-turn the Incineroar at this point. And Gyro Ball. We could also Rock Slide, but I don't know if Rock Slide will knock out the Incineroar. We're not intimidated, granted, but I'm not exactly too sure. Imagine that's gonna be forfeit. It looks like my opponent doesn't think there's an out. Yeah, because if I Rock Slide there, then I can bring out Groudon. I have Cherrim. Like, Sun Boost attacks are going to do a lot to Xerneas. And I do have Cherrim with attack power. It would be really hard to win that game. So we are able to go 1-1 in today's episode. A bit unfortunate about the first game, but I think maybe I could have squeezed in the heal pulse if I was able to find a position. Like, I would probably have to go back and watch that game because I think there were maybe a few opportunities, but like, it would have been super tough to find an opportunity, I feel like, just by memory. So I'll look back at the game and see if there were anything that I could have probably done better. But otherwise, hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. I think the second game, though, like, it was just I think just the heal pulse play. I think the heal pulse play was the big part of the game, because getting that heal pulse was so big, and then getting the Incineroar back in for the fake out pressure. And even if I lost it, like, I could have went Groudon and then maybe even double back into Cherrim so I could get the boost. There were a lot of things that I think could have happened, And yeah, I was just able to prevent Xerneas from setting up immediately. I was able to get some big damage into Lunala, as well as knock out the Tapu Koko immediately, which I liked. But yeah, there were maybe a few turns I could have played better in the second game. Like, I could have Swords Danced on one of those turns, but I didn't want to risk like Tapu Koko having like Grass not doing a lot of damage to my Groudon, and I didn't want to waste Trick Room turns, and I didn't want like Incineroar coming in, risking it, and just protecting Xerneas. So yeah, hope everyone enjoyed though today's episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. If you did like it, please leave a like that down below, show support, and if you want to check out the QR code, it will be linked in the description, as well as the page spin. If you do want to go try out this team, you can check out my social medias down below, such as my Twitter and Twitch. Follow me for some live streams on Twitch, especially some VGC 2019 Battle Spot action. And of course, if you do want to support the channel, there is my Patreon page linked down below. And I think that's pretty much it. Feel free to leave a comment down below, as I do read them. Otherwise, have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.